eggs hidden in long green grass, children searching, a basket full at last. A fluffy bunny hops past, one glance and he's through the hole fast. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I am starting Easter DIYs. I have 3 for you in this video and they're all brand new, so I hope that you enjoy. This video is also part of a collaboration hosted by Sarah at Pajama Crafts. There's lots of other lovely talented ladies. There's going to be a playlist for you to check out in my description box. For the first DIY, I'm going to be starting off with some cardboard and a piece of burlap. You're going to take your scissors and cut it to size, and then we're going to glue it onto the cardboard. When you cut your material out, make sure you leave a little bit of length on either sides and the bottom, because what we're going to do is turn it around like this and stick it on the back just like that. So we're going to be creating a little pocket. Take your hot glue and apply some on the bottom and the sides, and be careful with your fingers here, and then you just want to stick it down. Just doing the other side now. And you can also add a backing on here if you'd like to maybe hang it up as a wreath. We're going to decorate this just by taking some ribbon, and we're going to do the same thing, turn it around, add a touch of hot glue so we can stick it down. Turn it around, make sure it's nice and centered, and then add a little bit more hot glue on this side, and then just cut it to size. Just to finish off, I'm taking this little bow and it has a nice pearl in the middle, attaching it just using some glue, again making sure it's nice and centered. Now you're going to start taking your artificial flowers and you're going to trim them using your pliers. When it comes to your arrangement, you just want to make sure that the cardboard is covered, and we're going to start with some longer artificial greenery at the back here. You can see I'm just layering the greenery here, and then I'm just taking my flowers. I've got some flower heads. These are actually kind of like my scrap flowers that I've used for other projects, so that's really great because I'm getting to reuse them now. I'm also going to add in a few decorative eggs. I've got some silver and gold ones, and I'm just going to glue them in to the arrangement. So I'm still working on this corner here, and then eventually spread out and finish it all. I'm also taking one of these wooden embellishments that I have of a rabbit and my acrylic painter pen. I'll leave the link for these in the description box because they're just so handy. So this is how it works, and every time you need a little bit more, you just press on it. And as you can see, it paints pretty well, saves you a lot of time as well, and they dry pretty quickly. So I'm just going to hot glue the rabbit right there, and look at that beautiful contrast it brings. Here's the first DIY completed. I really love it. I like the Shabby Chic elements and the Farmhouse elements, and also all of that colour with the florals. If you're going to be recreating this, I would definitely suggest to keep the bottom plain like I have, because it's probably going to be too colourful otherwise, and you just want all of the focus being at the top where the florals and arrangement is. For the second DIY, you're going to need an egg. This is a styrofoam egg, and then a tumble tower block. I'm also going to be taking a piece of wire, and this is so that we can attach the egg to the wooden block. So you're just going to poke that through your egg in the centre at the bottom, and I'm just going to straighten it up, and this is a little bit too long, so I'm just going to cut it to size. The next thing you want is some twine, and what we're going to do is cover the egg with twine. So you just take your hot glue and start wrapping it around. Once you've covered your egg with twine, take your tumble tower block And take some scissors or something sharp. You want to try and make a small hole in the center of the wood. This is just going to allow the wire to be more stable when we add the hot glue. Now you're going to take your egg, add some hot glue to the bottom, and then we're going to start decorating with some nice natural moss. And we're going to tidy this up as well so it looks a bit neater. Now I'm just going to take my scissors and trim off all of the excess. We aren't finished yet, but you can take your hot glue and add a little bit to the wood and to your wire, and then stick it in the little hole that we've made. Now I'm going to use the same acrylic painter in white so that I can paint this wooden block. I'm just going to decorate the egg using some of these flowers that I've got. They're a nice beautiful spring colours. Some of them are a little bit too long, so I'm just cutting them and then applying a touch of glue, just adding them to the egg. Taking that same bow that I used earlier, just adding it to the top of the egg. For the final touch, you can do this by hand, you can use your Cricut if you want. I do have a Cricut, but I am using my stamps. I don't know, there's something about stamps that just hand finished look, I suppose, and that's what I'm going for with this. So I'm going to stamp hop. You can do spring, Easter, egg, anything you like. I'm just going to try to center it and stamp it down. Might go over it with some Sharpie because it hasn't come out that well. I wasn't happy with the size of the flowers I used originally, so I removed them and just added in some dried flowers, and I really prefer that. This will look really nice as a set of 3 saying different things on the wood blocks. I just did one for the sake of the video just to show you all the idea. For the final DIY, you're going to be starting off with a jar, and then you're going to remove the lid. I'm also going to make use of some straw, and we're going to fill the jar with the straw. If there's any long bits, you can always cut them just to neaten it all up. Now I'm going to be taking this flower pot. I'm kind of going to take it apart actually. This was from Poundland. Now I'm just separating the eggs because I want them separately. So I'm going to take my pliers and cut them off because they are attached with some wire. Then you're going to remove the styrofoam so that you just have the arrangement. You might need to clean it up a little bit. I'm also going to cut these because it's too long to fit in my jar. So again, just taking the pliers and trimming them to size. Now take your flowers and place them inside. And now I'm taking my eggs and I'm going to place them on the sides so that they can be seen. And then finally you can take some ribbon to decorate the neck of the jar, and I'm choosing a nice pastel pink colour to go with the colours that I've used, and I just always think it's beautiful for spring and Easter. So here's the final DIY for today. This one was really quick and easy to put together, but sometimes less is more. I feel like simplicity is just so beautiful sometimes. I really love the colours and I think this looks so realistic. It just reminds me of when ducks leave their eggs near the pond. And then this is how all 3 DIYs look together. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed all of these ideas. Take care and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!